Hi there, Michael Eskin here with another ABC Transcription Tools demo. I recently posted a custom Tablature settings file to Facebook that will allow you to create whistle fingering tab for whistle in any key. So let me give you an example. I'm going to go ahead and add the cache to the work area here. And historically, the tool has always been able to very quickly create fingering tablature for whistle in D just by clicking the whistle button. But if you wanted fingering tablature for this tune, for example, on a whistle in the key of G, there really wasn't a way to do that. But using custom tablature, it's very easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the notation view. What you're going to want to do is click on More Tools, Inject Custom Tab. The first thing we're going to want to do is select the font that's going to actually be used for the tablature and some spacing options. So to do that, you're going to click on Tablature Injection Settings. And this is something you really only need to do once. I kind of like using Monaco for the tablature, and we'll leave the font size as 10, and we'll set the staff sep to 120 just to get some more space between the staffs. And this is something you'll really only need to do once. You can go ahead and set this to below, and I would uncheck this box so that it doesn't strip the chords out of the tunes. You say OK. And again, that's something you're only going to need to do once. Now we're going to actually load in the custom tablature settings file. So we go into Edit Custom Tablature Note Names. And probably it's going to look like this. This is a default that just assigns a number to each note. We're going to load that custom tablature settings file that I put on Facebook. So here it is. And we're just going to say OK. And at this point, if I just click OK, we're going to get tablature for the key of D. And you can see here, for example, here's a G, A, G. Let's do the same thing now, but for the key of G. So again, we're going to go into More Tools and go into Inject Custom Tab. And now I'm going to specify a semitone offset. So what we want is we want the G note to be fingered like a D. So that's going to mean that we're going to need to shift the tab down 5 semitones. In other words, we're going to use the fingering of D when we play the G note. And then we just say OK. And you can see instantly now the G is now played with the D fingering, and if you were to play this on a G whistle, you would get cache in the proper pitch. So I'll give you another example. Here I'm going to go ahead and open up the tune Julia Delaney, which is a tune that's in D Dorian mode. If you were to try to play this on a D whistle, it's not a lot of fun. It has a lot of half holes, plus it goes down to a low C, so you'd have to do something there. It's far easier to play this tune on a whistle in the key of C, and then use the fingerings as though the tune were in E Dorian instead of D Dorian mode. I'll show you how to do that with the custom tablature. So again, we're just going to go into More Tools, Inject Custom Tab, and now instead of having the semitone offset be 0 or -5, we're going to set it to 2. And what this means is that when you have a D, instead it's going to show the tablature for note 2 semitones higher, so E. We're going to go ahead and click OK. And now, if we look at the tablature here, you can see the D here is being fingered with an E fingering, and this would give you a D note on a C whistle. So let me expand this here, and you can see that. And if we go ahead and play this, it'll still play in the key of D. The tablature that's displayed has nothing to do with how the tool actually plays the tones. So there you go. So it's a very useful feature. It'll allow you to make tablature for any key whistle very, very easily. There is a little bit of a learning curve in learning how to use the custom tablature feature probably the first time, but once you've done it once, I think you'll be able to use it quite easily after that.